Thanks all. Thanks for coming online with Iwing Marketplace. You know, for those who are joining us, this is another edition of Iwing Marketplace Chit Chat, where we give the opportunities for entrepreneurs to talk about themselves and what they're doing. If you want to advertise your business on Iwing Marketplace, get in touch with us. Yeah, with me, we have Sylvie and Jay, and they're going to be talking about financial literacy, about how to manage your finances during COVID-19. I've been going through their content that they've been posting on YouTube and Facebook and on their websites. You know, it's very amazing, and I'm encouraging everyone to go check it out and to follow them. Jay and Sylvie, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
All right. So hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I am Sylvie, and I am, first off, a wife. I'm a daughter, and then I am a financial educator, and also I am also a financial coach, and I also work as a nurse practitioner.
Wow. And I'm Jay Agwe, and this, again, my pretty wife. You can see everywhere I go, she's with me. That's why we're here on this platform together. I'm a financial instructor. I'm a pharmacist, 9 to 5. I'm a pharmacist, been a pharmacist for over 10 years here in the US. And she is my co-partner for Beyond Financial Reset that we're here to talk to you about.
Wow, this is wonderful. I don't know what to say, but I'm speechless, you know, to find a couple that are passionate and having the same goal, you know, working on the same business. This is, how did you guys get to, you know, start up this financial services? I mean, being that, you know, most couples have different interests and, you know, hobbies.
So what basically happened was we moved to the U.S. Since we've been in the U.S. going on 10 years, and we graduated from school, we realized that we were in debt going on $325,000. So he was a pharmacist, I am a nurse practitioner, and we're still in debt. And our marriage was taking a hit because of all this financial stress. So we just realized we've hit rock bottom. Something had to give, something had to change. We needed a change. So that's when we did a financial reset. We started working on our debt. And so in the last 2 years, we were able to pay down our student loans by $137,000 US. We paid off our credit cards $45,000. We paid off our cars $33,000 US, and we were able to pay off our house by $60,000 by 60% in a year and a half. And currently we live below our monthly income by 40%. So
wow.
When we were able to do all of that, and we've been in the US for 10 years, right? We're like 10 plus years. So like, okay, wait a minute. We need to get this information out to other people. And that's when the passion for Beyond Financial Reset was born. Basically helping other families to get educated financially, eliminate their debt so they can build wealth and start living the life that they want. So all of that, we do all of that, and we're still able to travel at least 3 times a year. Okay, so that's the story for Beyond Financial Reset.
That's a great story. And, you know, I really enjoy the fact that, you know, you're not just reading or, you know, speaking from theory. You're actually teaching what you've gone through, what you've experienced, and what you are overcoming and still overcoming. Yeah. This question is for Jay. Jay, yes, can you tell us how you were able to, you know, pay off those debts within this short period of time? given that so many people are having the same struggle?
And I think the magic here, I would tell you, it's more like a confession, is having an accountability partner, having a team player, somebody you can depend on, you can make plans with, okay? And that somebody is my wife here. Give me a second here. Okay, I think it went down on the video. And then a shift in mindset. So I think she did mention when she introduced this that we're all immigrants. We immigrated to this country, and there are a lot of immigrants that are here in this country. There are a lot of there's the base, the financial base that we do not have immigrated into this country. So when we got here, after the experiences that we have had, we found out that the only way to be able to accomplish what we have is financial education. That's a huge part that is missing in both our professional trainings. She's a nurse practitioner, I'm a pharmacist. I didn't have a course in financial education. When we set to it and decided that we were going to shift this mindset, and then working with her as my accountability partner, which is like the most amazing thing that happened. Because like she said, all the numbers that she listed were for the last 3 years. The magic happened when she and I decided that we're gonna work together as a team, as a couple. We will be accountable to each other to be able to accomplish our dreams. And the American dream is for everybody. And that's how we got here. Just setting our priorities, like what is it we want? She talked about us traveling. How do we travel? We love to travel, but we had the careers with all the money. So I think that's a base for us. Like we were able to accomplish it because we're open to educating ourselves financially and being able to work together and actually set a financial plan.
Well, the message is quite clear. I mean, everybody can get it. It's all about educating yourself, learning about money, and money is it's a thing that we as Africans, we avoid talking about money.
It's a taboo. It's almost a taboo.
Right.
If it's not a taboo, then it's almost a taboo.
Yes.
I mean, even in most couples, when the issue of money comes up, people always like get stressed out, But I really want to understand, because today we're talking about beyond financial research, I wish to find out, like, how are you helping the community? What are your services that are most in demand at the moment?
So currently, our most in demand service is debt repayment. So with the pandemic going on, a lot of people are wanting to get out of debt, which rightfully so is a great thing to do, because the less debt you have, the less stress you have on your plate, and the more money you're going to have to deal with. So our most in-demand service is our debt repayment coaching program. Now, as far as helping the community, we led a Dave Ramsey financial peace coaching, financial peace class that helped the participants at that time save $160,000 US. Then we also did, during the pandemic, a 3-day webinar for people to help them manage their money during the pandemic. And we currently have that going on our website. So for those who were not able to do that, you can still access the webinar. We also put out informational videos, like you mentioned, on a Facebook page and on a YouTube channel, just for people to be able to take control of their money, because it's very important. And we also have live sessions on Saturdays and 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, again, just to educate people, because financial education is a huge part of Beyond Financial Reset. So we do all of that just to put out information and education out to the people.
That's really kind, of you guys. I always love to see, us helping one another. But Jay, before we go to the question about how you guys are, adapting with COVID-19 and how can people manage their finances, I would like to find out, is there a way that you can give some good tips for young graduates who are in debt right now, based on the fact that you guys have gone through this and you have knowledge about, paying student loan?
You could not have asked a better person that question.
Oh Hallelujah to that question. And this is how I would pitch the response, okay? Because I have had a lot, and that's another area where we do receive a lot of questions, you know, from friends, people that are interested. How did you do it when they hear our story? And I'm gonna make it short and simple, especially during the pandemic, right? If you're a young graduate, you just got out of school, the first thing that I would ask you to look at is look up all those statements from the student loans. Those of us that went through schools, maybe each year you had to get a different loan. Look up all of those, okay? You want to understand what is in there. There is some good news out there that maybe most people have not tapped into. The Affordable Care Act that was signed into law on March the 27th by our current president, okay, has something in there that can benefit people, students that have federal student loans. Again, I would emphasize federal student loans. And what does that have to do with you? So basically it states that if you have a federal student loan that is owned by the Department of Education, your interest rate currently through, it was initially September, end of September, they've extended to December 31st of 2020. You have zero interest. And then your payments are in forbearance automatically without any interest. So that is something you can take advantage of. But now, depending on how you feel during this time, so what do I mean how you feel? Your financial status at this time. If you're comfortable and you've landed yourself a job or you're currently working, this is a good time to start paying on the principal. There's no better time than now where all your payments are going towards your principal. However, if you're in a situation where maybe things are not, maybe you want to save more money towards preparing for the pandemic. We don't know when it's going to be over. You might want to prepare. But know that there couldn't be a better time than now to pay on those student loans. And then if you're, you know, if you've been there, you've had the student loans around for so long, you know, I know there are some myths about student loans that maybe they're going to disappear. No. Again, this is for people with student loans. Student loans do not disappear, okay? Even if there is a bankruptcy, you file for bankruptcy, it's not going to go anywhere. They can come after you if you do not pay your student loans. They can garnish your wages.
Come after your license.
They could come after your license if you're a professional. So just those little tips in there. However, you can do it. I just want you to know that if you attack it, you address it, you can pay off your student loan in no time.
That's some very beautiful tips right there. Thanks for sharing that with us. And coming to how people can manage their finances during this COVID-19, what do you guys have to say? Tell us. I myself, I want to know.
So during this pandemic, again, it depends on where you are in your financial journey. So before you start doing anything, we always tell people to set a financial goal. So it's like leaving the house, right? You're going to drive to work. If you don't know where work is, you're not going to get to work, right? So you need a financial plan. So whether it's the pandemic or out of the pandemic, get a financial plan, right? So with your financial plan, you're going to start from there and say, okay, now in my financial plan, am I at the stage where I need to pay my debt? So if you're in the debt repayment phase, then you keep paying on your debt. Figure out ways to make extra income. A lot of options are out there right now where you can make extra income and keep paying on your debt. If you are struggling right now to pay your basic necessities, put a roof over your head, just keep the lights on, then you want to cut back on paying that on your debt and just focus on those basic necessities, right? If you do not have your emergency fund in place, which is very important, then you want to build up that emergency fund to at least 6 months.
Yep.
Right? So those are the things that you want to do, again, based on what your financial plan is. So first tip is make a financial plan and then figure out where you are on your financial journey based on your financial plan. But definitely start with your basic necessities and then you make a budget and you work up from there.
And we actually have a video out on 20 ways that you can make money. Give me a second here. 20 ways you can make money on the side, because just in case this pandemic, what it's also done to some people is giving them more time on their hands, right? and then, you know, job, everything is simple. You want to look for ways to go out there and make some money. That video is out. You know, check us on our YouTube channel and you'll see that there.
Guys, go to Beyond Financial Reset YouTube channel. Start checking that right now. The game is on there.
Yes.
You can check it out, and when you check it out, you're going to come up with ways that you can make money. So, but let's look at this question. We Africans, budgeting is one thing that we avoid. Someone like me, I was fortunate because like I always know my spending limit, but I don't really go down sometimes to make the budget. But I know like, okay, this month, this is what I'm going to spend for this, this, and that. But what is budgeting and why is it important?
So budgeting is basically the foundation of building wealth. So if there's one thing you want to do with your money is make a budget for it. And pretty much what that is telling your money where to go. So if you want to make money, build wealth into the things you love, like Jay was talking about, like travel, prepare for retirement, build your dream home, you need to know where your money goes, right? So that's what budgeting is. It's just telling you, I make $200 this month and I spend $150 this month. So if you do not know how much you made, how much you spent, you do not, you know, there's no way you can actually plan for those things that you care about. So budgeting is very, very important. Now, as far as tips for budgeting, like you said, just start. You got to start from somewhere. So it's going to take a while to actually be able to master budgeting. It takes people about 3 months, but that shouldn't scare you, because once